inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And with the season in its stretch run, MP's been out to prove that his name should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Thomas is out there with Traoré. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, if you blinked, you missed MP getting that shot off.
Here's Traoré, covered by MP. And that one's good by Porter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Bailey passes to Filipowski. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 5 points so far.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Here's Traoré, covered by MP. Thomas, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bailey passes to Kessler. MP outside. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Cameron Thomas. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Traoré, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Claxton throws it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
MP with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Filipowski.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Jazz trail by 3. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the paint, it's tipped. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. From down in the low post, it goes. Porter's got 7.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Pass to Bailey. Now Filipowski. MP outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that out.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 10.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this play.
MP high post. 5 points in the game. Driving in. Pass to Bailey. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. They get it again. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Now, here's MP. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We take a look at the Nets. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
Well, right now for Brooklyn, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so, MP will bring it up for Utah. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
On the wing, Williams. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Back to Claxton. Over Kessler. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Claxton's got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Bailey. Now Filipowski to the middle. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. And stolen by Thomas. Right side, Porter. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's MP. Outside, Markkanen. MP deciding where to go with it. Back to Markkanen. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, that's where Markkanen's length comes into play. He can finish over or around you.
On the wing, Porter. Down low. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Filipowski in the corner. MP outside. Kessler passes to Bailey. Drives to the hoop. Yep, it counts.
And that's a spot on the floor Bailey can really make his own, especially at that size.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Here's Traoré, covered by MP. Porter in the corner. Pass to Traoré. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
MP passes to Bailey. Here's Niang. MP outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Nurkic. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Nets. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
The drive by MP. Niang in the corner. MP outside. And finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
And Claxton throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides. Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Porter. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Nets for two.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
MP outside. Out left to the wing. Niang kicks to MP. Pass to Sensabaugh. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Moving it up. That's good from Porter on the assist from Thomas. Porter's got 18 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The drive by MP. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
There's Thomas with the 3.
Cameron.
Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray.
And how can you not love this rookie? Bailey coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Up top, Claxton. Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Now, MP. 15 points in the game. Takes it inside. And the dunk by MP.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Nets. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Zaire Williams out there with Wilson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Traore. And it's Wolf at the center. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Collier. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Connects again.
And I think some of us saw this coming, but now it's happened. He set the new all-time rookie record for points scored in a season.
This was a record that we all thought was unattainable, but here we are witnessing history, and quite possibly the start of an illustrious career.
And you know, with all the hype leading up to MP getting drafted and joining the league, all the naysayers out there can now be silenced. MP is not only proven he's a quality talent, but an exceptional and elite level player. You have to compare his point production to not just MJ's rookie year, but Kareem's as well. And MP has now topped them all, including Will Chamberlain's mark of 2,707 points his rookie season, all the way back in 1960.
Pass to Timmy. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
MP passes to Kessler. Count that one.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Here's Traoré, covered by MP. Can't hit from 12. Jazz trail by 8. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Nolan Traoré.
Well, that's the kind of player MP is striving to become.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
MP strong inside.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Outside, Porter. Williams from outside. The rebound by Collier.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Kick by Markkanen. The drive by MP. The shot. And again, another assist.
And can you believe he's now third all-time in assists for a rookie? He's looking like shades of Stockton or Nikola Jokic out there. Walking highlight reel.
And guys, with him at the helm, this team more efficient by opening up the perimeter and creating more scoring opportunities. And here is MP. 26 points for him. Anderson, a screen on Johnson. Down low. And another assist.
And dish after dish, night after night, what a rookie year he has put together. Now second all-time for assists among first-year players.
His instincts and his timing are phenomenal. You know, his teammates clearly love him, and the way he plays and involves everyone in the offense. Very unique for a young player. Now, here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for two.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Williams. Now Porter. Over Anderson. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 20.
Well, turning defense into offense. Porter with a great steal to get things going.
No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it. It's just a matter of make or miss.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Jazz making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
To the paint. Oh, watch out, MP!
Throws it down. Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Steps back. Here's Traoré, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That'll be his second foul of the game. George is checked in for Utah. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. MP with it. 32 points in the game. The shot, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to Clowney. And here is Thomas. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Thomas is constantly looking to score the ball, and that forces the D to act with aggression.
For the Jazz, George Niang comes in for Walker Kessler. And Bailey subbed in for Lauri Markkanen.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 3. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
Screen by Niang. Bailey passes to Niang. Now, MP. He's got 34, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized, and I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
We'll take a look at Porter. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
Outside Thomas. On the wing, Porter. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to George. Back to MP. They set the pick. And Filipowski now top of the key. Right at the free throw line. MP, no good. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Porter. Here's Traoré. Pass to Clowney. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Traoré can't hit. Utah has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Bailey. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
Outside Thomas fires the 3. You can't get that one to fall. The Jazz with the lead. MP outside. MP driving. Pass to Niang. Nice ball movement by Utah. The drive by MP. Unbelievable move by MP.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. It's hauled in by George.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Clowney. George against Thomas. Over George. Claxton, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Traoré from downtown. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
3 points.
Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Jazz leading by a point. From Delta Center, back in a moment.
You know what time it is.
We are really close to it now. One of my favorite events of the year. I just bought a new suit for it.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Their work on the glass has been
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Haley out there with MP. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Filipowski in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Back to Claxton. Pass to Clowney. Upside Thomas. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Porter. No good there off the double clutch. Jazz leading by 3. MP outside. Now Filipowski. He takes it in. Markkanen from outside. It's good from long range. Markkanen's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz. Pass to Clowney. Here's Traoré, covered by MP. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And Claxton throws it down.
And you see the maturation from Thomas over time, improving as a distributor in the screen and roll.
MP passes to Bailey. Back to MP. Pass to Filipowski. Shoots from 8. Rebound, Brooklyn. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Here's Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Kessler passes to Bailey. Over Thomas. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Outside Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Stolen by Kessler. MP against Thomas. MP right side. Pass to Filipowski. 6 on the shot clock. Now Kessler. Shoots over Torrey. Kessler, no good. Porter, bounce pass. Here's Torrey. He's got 13. Back to Porter. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. MP, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Claxton. Here's Torrey. Sinks the triple. Torrey's got 16.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And here is MP. And he has 42. To the inside. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Pass to Porter. Now Claxton. Nets passing it around. Thomas surveying the D. Over Bailey. Thomas, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Claxton. To the middle. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem to solve.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Pass to Collier. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
Here's Clowney. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Pass to Torrey, and they call an illegal screen here.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Cam Thomas. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 26 points per, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
And the rejection by Claxton. Outside Williams. Here's Torrey. He's got 16. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Utah leading by 19. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Johnson. Porter is out there with Wilson. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Demon in at the 1 spot. Pass to Bailey. Lets it go from deep. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Porter, a screen on MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on MP.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Here's Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
MP passes to Filipowski. Now, here's MP. They set the pick. Driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 44.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. MP passes to Bailey. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nets trail by 20. Here's Demon, covered by MP. Wilson kicks to Porter. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Filipowski passes to MP. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on them.
Shot clock at 2. Williams. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Jazz leading by 22.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Wilson. Here's Demon. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Bailey. Now Filipowski. Claxton covering. Here's Bailey. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Johnson surveying the floor. Outside Porter. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP with it. There's a screen to the inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The tray. It's hauled in by Claxton. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Bailey. MP outside. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Now here's Porter. Defended by Filipowski. Johnson with a screen on MP. Demon, covered by MP. And it's Demon missing. And here's Utah. They're on a 15-6 run. Now MP. Kessler passes to Bailey. MP outside. Markkanen from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Demon. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Outside, Markkanen. Down low, it's deflected. Porter with the steal. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. Nets shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. So Utah... 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they...
It's not every day you see someone reach 20 assists in a single game. Tonight, MP, you did that in a win. What stands out to you from a performance like this?
Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe how normal it felt. I was just doing my thing quarter after quarter before I knew the coach was like, you got 20. I was like, what? It's crazy. When you put in work like this, it don't feel like you punching a clock. This is a special feeling.
Incredible game, MP. Congrats.
Oh, man, I really appreciate that.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks.
All right, MP. Was that quote from your opponent extra motivation for tonight?
Yeah, bro. Talk slick and see what happens.
You think you're finally being recognized as a contender for Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I'm out here breaking records, calling my shots. If I'm not Rookie of the Year this season, they might as well stop handing out the award, bro.
All right. Any extra satisfaction doing this as a second rounder? No? Seeing as every team in the league passed up on you at least once.
What do you think?